Social Security August 2025 payments. Dates. SSI early payment benefit amounts explained. Imagine living off a monthly check that barely covers your expenses. For millions of Americans, this is the harsh reality of Social Security benefits. This week, the Social Security Administration, SSA, is distributing payments that could either be a lifeline or a reminder of the system's flaws. But here's where it gets controversial. Social Security is a vital part of life for many Americans, providing retirement checks and disability payments. This week, two distinct payments will be made. One for supplemental security income, SSI, recipients, retirees who started collecting checks before May 1997, and those who receive both SSI and retirement benefits. Then on August 13th, 20 and 27, further payments will be issued based on the recipients' birthdays. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The average Social Security check was $2,002.39 as of May 2025. However, the amount varies greatly depending on an individual's earnings history and the age at which they claim benefits. For those retiring at the full retirement age of 67 in 2025, the maximum monthly benefit is $4,018. But retiring early at 62 reduces the maximum to $2,831, while delaying retirement until 70 can increase the benefit to as much as $5,108 per month. But this is where most people miss a crucial point. While some seniors are satisfied with their checks, a recent report by the Senior Citizens League reveals that only 10% of beneficiaries are happy with their monthly payments. The rest are left wanting more, especially considering the annual cost of living adjustment, COLA, which many argue doesn't accurately reflect the rising costs faced by older Americans. In fact, 34% of respondents in a recent poll identified updating the COLA formula as their top policy priority. This is the part most people miss. As we delve deeper into the world of Social Security, it's clear that there's much more to the story than just the numbers. What do you think? Is the current system, or is it time for major reform? Let us know in the comments. Alice Hyam, a Newsweek reporter based in Glasgow, Scotland, brings us this insightful look at Social Security. With her background in covering US and European politics, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and the British royal family, Alice has a keen eye for the intricacies of government benefits and personal finance. As we move forward, it's crucial that we understand the complexities of Social Security and advocate for a system that truly supports our aging population. SSI Payment Alert: why some recipients get two checks in August 2025. Picture this. You open your bank account in August only to discover not one, but two supplemental security income SSI payments deposited. Sounds like a stroke of luck, right? Not quite. While it might feel like an unexpected bonus, this double payment isn't extra money. It's all about timing. Understanding why this happens and how it could affect your finances is crucial, especially if you rely on these benefits to make ends meet. So, let's dive into the details and clarify what's really going on. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has a carefully planned system for dispersing benefits. But certain quirks in the calendar can lead to situations like the one happening this August. Normally, SSI payments are issued on the first day of each month. However, when that date falls on a weekend or holiday, the SSA adjusts its schedule to ensure recipients don't experience delays. In August, for example, the regular payment will arrive as expected on Friday, August 1st. But because September 1st is Labor Day, a federal holiday, payments are being pushed up to Friday, August 29th. This means some recipients will see two deposits in August instead of spreading them across 2 months. But here's where it gets tricky. The second payment isn't extra income. It's simply an advance for September, which helps avoid any gaps in financial support due to holidays or weekends disrupting the usual timeline. If you're someone who depends on these funds to cover essential expenses, planning ahead becomes even more important. For instance, receiving 2 checks in 1 month might throw off budgeting efforts if you're not prepared. To help with clarity, let's look at how the SSA handles similar scenarios throughout the year. This isn't the first time, and certainly won't be the last, that the SSA has adjusted its payment schedule. Earlier in the year, May saw a comparable situation because June 1st fell on a Sunday. Later in 2025, October and December will also feature early payments, since November 1st and January 1st, respectively, land on non-business days. Here's a quick breakdown of what's coming up. August 1st, 2025, regular payment for August. August 29th, 2025, early payment for September, due to Labor Day. October 1st, 2025, regular payment for October. October 31st, 2025, early payment for November, since November. While SSI follows the first of the month rule, Social Security payments typically follow a different schedule based on your birth date, or specific exceptions depending on when you began receiving benefits. For example, those who started collecting Social Security before May 1997 will receive their combined benefits on August 1st, aligning with the SSI schedule. For others adhering to the standard Social Security payment structure, here's what to expect in August. Birthdays from the 1st to the 10th, payment arrives on August 13. Birthdays from the 11th to the 20th, payment comes on August 20th. Birthdays from the 21st to the 31st, payment is scheduled for August 27th. And this is the part most people miss. Managing cash flow during months with unusual payment schedules requires proactive planning. If you're used to spacing out bills or savings contributions based on predictable monthly deposits, having 2 payments in 1 month might disrupt your routine. Consider setting aside part of the second payment to simulate a smoother transition into the next month. While the SSA's adjustments are designed to ensure timely assistance, they sometimes spark debates about whether the current system truly meets the needs of beneficiaries. Should there be more flexibility in how payments are distributed? Or does the existing framework work well enough? These questions often divide opinions, particularly among those directly impacted by these policies. So what do you think? Does the way the SSA manages its payment schedule seem fair and efficient to you? Or would you propose changes? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. When do Social Security payments arrive in August 2025? Full schedule. Millions of Americans are about to get their August payments, but some will face a payment gap next month. Here's your complete guide to Social Security and SSI payments in August 2025, including critical dates, eligibility details, and a hidden quirk in the schedule that could catch recipients off guard. And this is the part most people miss. A technicality in the calendar means certain beneficiaries will get 2 checks this month, and none in September. Over 71 million Americans rely on Social Security payments each month, with funds typically arriving on Wednesdays. But here's where it gets interesting. Roughly 7.4 million people also qualify for Supplemental Security Income, SSI, a separate program supporting those with disabilities or severe financial limitations. Nearly half of SSI recipients collect both SSI and standard Social Security benefits. A detail that's crucial for understanding this month's unique payment shuffle. August 2025 payment schedule. Mark your calendar. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has published its official 2025 to 2026 payment calendars to help recipients plan. Here's the breakdown for August 2025. Friday, August the 1st, retirees who began receiving benefits before May 1997. Wednesday, August the 13th, beneficiaries with birthdays between the 1st and 10th of any month. On Wednesday, August the 20th. Those born between the 11th and 20th. Wednesday, August the 27th. Anyone with birthdays from the 21st to 31st. The SSI twist. 2 August payments, then a September gap. SSI recipients will see deposits on August the 1st and August the 29th. But why the double payment? Blame Labor Day. Since September 1st falls on a federal holiday, the SSA pushes that month's payment forward to August the 29th. This means no September SSI check, creating a 6-week gap until the next payment on October 1st. Pro tip: budget carefully if you're affected. SSI explained who qualifies and how to apply. Supplemental security income assists vulnerable groups, seniors, 65 plus, blind individuals and people with disabilities, including children. The program has strict income limits. Most adults can't earn over $2,019 monthly or possess significant assets. Controversy alert! Critics argue these thresholds haven't kept pace with inflation, leaving many struggling households ineligible. Applications can be submitted online, by phone, or at local offices. New York residents outside NYC Long Island can visit offices in Albany, Binghamton, Buffalo, and other cities listed in the SSA's directory. Retirement age shifts, a growing debate. Full Social Security benefits now require waiting until ages 66 to 67, depending on your birth year. For example, born in 1958, full retirement hits at 66 years, 8 months. Born in 1959. It jumps to 66 years, 10 months. Anyone born in 1960 or later must wait until 67. But here's the controversy. This gradual age increase, designed to account for longer lifespans, has critics asking, is the system unfairly penalizing younger generations? Some argue it disproportionately impacts manual laborers and those with health challenges. Payment problems? Don't panic. Do this. If your check is late, wait 3 business days before contacting the SSA. Nearly all payments arrive electronically, but mail delays still occasionally happen. Final question for readers. With retirement ages creeping upward and payment rules becoming more complex, do you think the current system serves retirees and vulnerable populations fairly? Share your thoughts below. Is this a necessary adjustment for sustainability or a growing crisis in the making? Source: SSA.gov documents and USA Today reporting.